Oh, that's okay. We still like you. Alright, so how y'all doing tonight?
Great.
Alright. This poem I'm going to do, I do a lot. Because it has a message in it. And it's very important that everybody listen to this message. Being a product of the United States school system, I was taught this story about Christopher Columbus. How this blonde-haired, blue-eyed white man came here and discovered everything that was already here. Now, the first time I heard this story, I was about 7 or 8. I didn't believe this shit then. So as I got older, I read and I came across this book called Conquest of America. The book is by Hans Kronig. This book gave a more apt and detailed description of what Christopher Columbus actually did. So as I'm reading this book, you know, I'm like, damn, this guy's worse than Hitler. So I had to put him in the poem. And at that time, in the 1400s, Spain was like the epitome of bureaucracy. So I'm thinking bureaucracy, governments, so yeah, put the U.S. government in it. So the name of the poem is Contemplate This. I don't practice an art, I practice a trade, just like any journeyman. Like a mason, a plumber, or a writer. That's what I am. See, masons lay brick and plumbers lay pipe. Writers pen words, but word hustlers hustle words just the way they like. I'm a word hustler, baby, and I hustle every day. So get your ear hustle on and check out how I play. Whether the subject be peace, love, joy, politics, religion, sex, life, or death. If you comprehend how I play with what I say, then you should be able to separate the fuss from the fight. The stress from the strife, and be able to enjoy the love of life without living lackadaisically. Track. Like spontaneous combustion, my words combust spontaneously and create great heat and light. So sit back and hold on tight while I take you on this historically lyrical flight. Shall I start with the homicidal lunatic Christopher Columbus, who was the very first European to commit genocide in the West? Shall I relate to you how he befriended and betrayed, massacred and enslaved the entire Taino population with cruel and inhuman calculation? Patience. That was just the start of the devastation. Shall I continue by telling you how he treated the tribes of the Lucaya? How he kidnapped the entire population with supposed Catholic indoctrination, but his true goal was human subjugation through masochistic domination. Right? And started to open up the floodgates. Shall I proceed by portraying how his predecessors prolonged the pain of the leaders of these tribes by hanging them over slow burning fires of green wood, 13 at a time? Why 13 at a time? To honor the Holy Redeemer and his 12 apostles. Then they brought the Africans on slave ships, and so started the Western slave trade. And today, the church and the government both say that we should celebrate Columbus Day. So what's next? I mean, if we honor one genocidal maniac, then what's to stop us from honoring another? I mean, if we name cities and countries and celebrate federal holidays, all in the honor of Christopher Columbus, then what's to stop us from doing the same thing for Adolf Hitler? I know. Let's rename the District of Columbia Hitlersville. Celebrate his vast achievements and accomplishments on June 6th, and rename that H Day. Then put the Ku Klux Klan in charge of the festivities. Then, instead of having monuments and memorials that honor the victims of the Holocaust, we have statues and plaques that celebrate fascism, racism, oppression, and slavery. Then, instead of having a two-party political system that caters to the goodwill and interest of the people, We'd have a one-party political system that kowtows the big business, the corporate interest. Then instead of having a president who is elected by the people, we'd have a president who is elected by the Electoral College. Then instead of having a Supreme Court whose only interest is to uphold the letter of the law of the land, we have a Supreme Court whose only interest is its own petty in-house bickering. Then, instead of having a Congress who supports the war on terrorism, we'd have a Congress who supports the systematic decimation and calculated annihilation of the indigenous population of what we now refer to as this great nation. Does any of this ring a bell? This is what happens when America's political check and balance system is up for sale. Going once, going twice. Sold to the lobbyists with the most cheese. Oh well. Sie Heil! Sie Heil! Sie Heil! Welcome to Hitlersville.